We need to talk about a lot of things. We are discussing Trump. Crypto is tax-free. Absence of capital gains tax since they won't be able to take advantage of the benefits. What does this mean for cryptocurrency businesses that are not headquartered in the U.S.? We'll talk about Bitwise membership in the top 10 cryptocurrency exchange-traded funds, ETFs, or as I like to call it, the NASDAQ index. Now that they're finally waking up, what are they doing? I'm going to look into the XRP price chart next because I think they're just following along. According to an upcoming analysis, XRP is expected to hit $20 or higher. Let's get started. I know this makes you quiver in the morning and thrills you, just like it does for me. Let's get started on this. $92,230 for Bitcoin. With a theoretical value of $3,144, Bitcoin has risen 1.86% in the last day. Right now, it's up 2.65%. As XRP, the USDT and USDC are also at last reaching their dollar pegs. It's floating, so it's holding. At $1.11, it's also doing some baking and shaking. Right now, the whole cryptocurrency market, which has a total value of $3 trillion, has dropped 91% in the last day. Where will we go from here? It's really obvious. It's quite clear. We're climbing. I am frequently asked this question. I see a lot of people asking this topic on Twitter in an attempt to find an answer, but don't worry, Rip has it. Now everyone wants to know. The moment to invest in cryptocurrency is now. Now is a secure moment. Take a look, a bull run is underway. We're experiencing a bull run. What does that signify? You can't do anything wrong. Everything is rising. Everything is soaring. I wish you luck regardless of whether you try to time a bottoming and get the best execution of the bottom of one of these assets. It is almost impossible as we are unsure. At this thing, XRP will be seen. For instance, it will drop to $3. If you have the option to purchase it at $1.03, how long will it remain at that price? In 6, 8, or 12 months, every job you take on now, since all of these costs will be significantly greater than what you were, you won't give a damn about the timing. Looking at this moment, yes, since you sat there under stress on the sidelines, perhaps you might acquire yourself a few extra XRP. You were keeping a close eye on the chart. You had hoped that the prices would drop. You might wind up with a few more XRP, but what if it doesn't drop again? What happens if it continues to rise and you lose out? Based on my dollar cost average, I believe it comes down to whether I can spell it correctly this morning. As I had guessed, we blasted far above. This is going to take off in the dollar zones, as I told you. For some of the persons that entered, it was nearly a twofold increase. Finally, we cycled out of quant. We are currently purchasing two assets that we have cycled into. We divided it. Every week, we invest $400 in each asset, and we invest $100 in XLM. Thus, $900 a week is still invested in cryptocurrency. Should I be concerned about that? Perhaps this is not the bottom. I don't want to be completely honest with you because I know that when I reflect on this particular buying opportunity, I will do a 510, possibly a 15x, and everything else I am getting into, people. That's how easy it is. Trump's tax plan exempts cryptocurrency assets issued by U.S. corporations from capital gains tax. Mimidus is exclusively for cryptocurrency issued by American corporations, such as XRP. The bad news for Ethereum and other companies who issued their cryptocurrency assets outside of the United States is that we can XLM and a lot of other companies. This is compelling evidence that Trump is not participating in the East Gate when it comes to having an advantage in the U.S. markets. Accusations, we bring this up. It mentions a new development that has the potential to drastically alter the Bitcoin investing landscape in the United States. Donald Trump, the incoming president, has suggested doing away with capital gains taxes on cryptocurrency created by U.S. corporations. Sources close to the transactions team claim that the crypto community is really excited about this revelation. Emergently might profit from such a policy shift, especially for Upland, a US-based company whose token Sparkle has never heard of it. Additionally, it discusses the appearance of H-bar XRP and XLM. If we pass this law, Trump will take office in January. Perhaps starting a Q2 later in Q1, just before that parabolic blow-off top. People will have to pay capital gains on these assets that are in the United States, so you're going to see a lot of money moving around. It's that easy. What do you know? I'm going to do this. It might completely alter my exit plan, don't you think? Because I have to pay 20% of all my gains if I intend to depart at $5. I receive $1 million, or 20% of $1 million if I cash out. 200,000 is that amount. I'm going to quit. However, I will not be required to pay taxes and may be free to leave a little earlier if he passes these rules and my goals. Most likely, you're thinking like Rip. Well, if you believe it will only cost $5, why are you going to leave earlier? When you have a significant quantity of cryptocurrency, you have the potential to impact both your own and future generations' lives significantly. You don't need to lose any more lives or years of your life because you were worried about where these things were going. Everyone should have a target throughout this bull cycle, as I have stated and will continue to do. Not your assets target, however, a complete aim that you wanted to achieve in cryptocurrency. For many of you who are new, you should have a plan and a goal. Perhaps your only objective is to pay off the house. Perhaps it's to buy a rental property, pay off the house, and pay off the car. Perhaps it's complete retirement. However, if you think XRP, and I'm just using these numbers, you should have a number in the back of your mind. For instance, if your cash out point is $10 and you have another asset that you anticipate going to $5, it ends up going to $10 instead. However, XRP never reaches $5 at the end of the day. You've still reached the magical number you need to leave. Take a moment to consider that. This is why, while not being in price, Solana's all-time high indicates an open interest. The source of this is cryptominute.com, the sole website for cryptocurrency news. It should provide you with all of your news. Due to its recent price surge, Solana is almost at its highest point ever. Look, before we even see the first hints of the fireworks, Solana is about to reach an all-time high. They haven't even lined up the fireworks yet. That will be coming up next year. It claims that while increased market activity is reflected in the altcoin rising momentum, Solana still faces difficulties breaking through key resistance levels. We have previously discussed this. XRP will be used as an example. For the past 7 years, XRP has failed to reach an all-time high. That all-time high will be the first major region of resistance. After 2020, we'll call it $2 because it will be extremely difficult to break through $3, which took place in 2017. Many persons who have never been admitted, since they didn't want to incur a loss, they were able to withdraw their XRP. Our price will be $3. However, we will be in a very, very nice position once it is ultimately broken, which is what I'm expecting will happen when institutional money begins to come and the ETF begins to take off. Now that Reliable Crypto has released this content, pay attention and turn up the volume. He claims that a lot of people asked him for an update on XRP and, to be honest, the USD chart. Naturally, XRP is usually a hazy one, so it's not as clear to me as I would like it to be. Here in the red zone, we will utilize the Bitcoin chart as a barometer. In a moment, I will bring this up for you to view on the screen. One of the main resistance zones is the red zone. On the push, all we discover is minor resistance. It is, however, a huge region/zone. Before we begin to take a break, XRP may surge much higher on the USD parent. He is considering between $1.50 and $2. Don't forget my goals. We were sitting in the area of dialing $30 to $1.70 to dial $50, but as we move lower, we only want to maintain that dollar zone. He says, I'm not sure if we'll go for the lows or if the bottom is in on XRP to Bitcoin. For the time being, that value variable is still there, and he will make a note to flip the dotted red line above the red zone and use it as support. We want to see it begin to rise to a record high. On the entire chart, that level is the most crucial. The dotted red line above the red zone is what he is referring to. It is displayed in the XRP to Bitcoin chart right here. As of right now, we are nowhere. We still have a small obstacle to overcome, which is that big red box, which is, the $50 to $2 range. Enter $30 and $1.70. Compared to Bitcoin, these represent a new all-time high. It's not a question of whether, he argues. However, when will it occur? He added that the price of Bitcoin is currently at its highest point ever on XRP. We could easily spend more than $20 on Bitcoin. However, you will have to exercise patience. Before we can begin thinking about that, we must flip the level above and clear the red zone, which could take some time. He will therefore continue to hold his position for the time being while searching for possible trade entrances on declines in all markets. Well done, credit is given. He believes that the price of XRP will reach $20 or more. Don't shoot the messenger, you see. I'm here to get more than $20 in XRP. If we reach half of the gold that he is putting out there, I'm having the biggest party. I am hosting $10 the largest XRP party rager. Everyone is going to be invited. Where is it heading? We will work things out. We must arrive there first, correct? Next year, it will be $10 and $20. I mean, there will be fireworks and a pair of bog blow-up tops soon. How can we determine whether we are on schedule for this? It's so easy, people. By the end of the year, let's hold $1. My 75-cent mark has already been broken. We should remain above the dollar. Before tax season begins, let's watch XRP surpass its 2017 record high in the first quarter. After a little respite, let's watch this parabolic blow-up top arrive in the summer. Let's see how much money is moving around XRP, acquire those exchange-traded funds, and attract institutional investment. Exciting days are coming. I'm hoping you're ready.